Yes, nothing's sacred when the not necessarily the news team is on the air. HBO's irreverent comedy series is next, so stay tuned.
Cujo!
From Stephen King, the master of suspense.
Cujo!
He startled you with Carrie and shocked you with The Shining. Now he's created a new word for evil.
Cujo?
A new kind of fear.
Cujo!
And a new name for terror. Cujo. Tomorrow on HBO.
Ah, Paris. The wine.
Where's our scotch?
The women.
Go away.
The song.
America is polluted, corrupted, sick, and die.
The city on the Seine will never be the same when American students teach the French a lesson on love.
Are you crazy?
You want to get a beer or something?
What does it mean?
You must not miss French Postcards tomorrow on HBO.
This is a glorious and momentous occasion.
Let's make a deal.
Whoever wins, we win. Whoever loses, we win.
You can have what Chevy Chase has.
Now, here's a little something I kind of enjoy. Let's say you've had a rough day of guerrilla warfare. The revolution's getting bogged down. You're hot. You're tired. You smell like you smell now. You need a little refreshment. This bottle opener on the side here will open bottles of all nationalities.
You'll also get what Sigourney Weaver's got. Let me tell you. I'm sorry. I just got carried away.
Oh, don't be sorry. Be happy.
Okay, and if you act now, you're bound to get in on Gregory Hines' hot property.
I'm gonna give you a little touch-up.
What's the catch?
Give me your money.
No.
All you gotta do is turn it on and pull the trigger.
No. Just be around to catch the deal of the century. Sunday on HBO.
This line is not waiting for Let's Make a Deal. They're eagerly awaiting to be shot at.
Provocative. On target. Extinguished and able to get the news even under fire.
Hey, what are you doing in here? Get out of here, you media slut.
Who are these guys?
We have the right to go anywhere we want. We are the investigators.
The investigators, crusading reporters of the air.
We're on the street and on the screen.
The Investigators, Sunday on HBO.
You must be Stanley. I'm Blanche.
Oh, you're still sister.
From Tennessee Williams' American masterpiece.
There he is, Stanley Kowalski, survivor of the Stone Age.
Came the motion picture that made Marlon Brando a legend.
Hey, Cox, Canary, bro, you got a bathroom?
A story of passion.
Listen, baby, when we first met you and me, you thought I was common. Well, how right you was, I was common as dirt.
Of brutal desires and broken dreams.
I've always depended on the kindness of strangers.
Carl Malden, Kim Hunter, Vivian Lee, and Marlon Brando in the performance that sets the screen on fire.
You'll never leave me, baby.
The powerful film classic.
Hey, Stella!
A Streetcar Named Desire. Monday.
Hey, Stella!
His voice rings out against oppression, and his courage undaunted by the Soviet government's harassment. And now the true story of this modern-day hero, Sakharov, from honored citizen.
Hide the file and go quickly. Just go.
To outcast, he resisted Soviet terror to fight human injustice.
I'm asking you to consider this a serious warning.
Jason Robards is Dr. Andrei Sakharov.
The death sentences have been commuted to 15 years in a labor camp.
Glenda Jackson, his wife.
I didn't fight no war to be pushed around by scum like you.
Together in a story the world cannot ignore. An HBO premiere film that has been called an important movie, powerful and disturbing. The best work of any proportion tried by HBO. Sakharov premieres September 16th on HBO.
You're watching America's leading pay TV network, HBO.
Playwrights Dudley Moore and Mary Steenburgen find their most successful collaboration is their own love story in romantic comedy. Next.
We asked noted bloopers personality Robert Klein to comment on his new special for HBO.
How did a man of the... That looks like I just spit for no reason. All right. How did a man of the 80s handle up growing up... How did a man of the 80s grow up in the... How did a man of the 80s handle growing up in the 50s? Better yet, how is a child of the 50s handling fatherhood in the 80s? All of this and more when you catch me, Robert Klein, in my all-new on-location HBO special, Child of the 50s, Man of the 80s. It's my 4th comedy concert on HBO, and HB only. Watch it.
Robert Klein, a legend, lives on in his all-new special.
Bloopers 320.
Tomorrow on HBO.
He was greeted with open arms. They threw parties in his honor. He jogged with the president and was introduced to the very beautiful and very independent Maria.
It's too dangerous.
Get out of here before I have you shot.
He came here under my protection. He leaves here under my protection.
This country's in trouble. Come with me.
Still my country.
Now Jack Cox has returned to cover the revolution. To get at the truth.
Now my government is dead.
And to find Maria.
You are on your own, my friend.
But suddenly his friends are targets. His government can't help them.
Now, if you want to shoot me as a trespasser, you go right ahead on.
And the woman he loved has been ordered to kill him. Jan Michael Vincent, Mary Crosby, and David Huffman have one last chance. Last Plane Out.
Sunday on HBO.
I'm Dan Ingram.
And I'm Joyce Gordon, here to tell you about a special edition of Coming Attractions.
Featuring movies made especially for HBO that will premiere in the months ahead.
From political dramas that mirror today's headlines.
And gritty tales of urban crime.
To a pair of love stories that will haunt you and enchant you.
We'll take you behind the scenes to meet the stars.
And you'll get an inside look at our distinctive style of filmmaking.
Join us for HBO premiere films Coming Attractions. Monday.
In the beginning, man sought entertainment, and so created television. And there was choice.
Good morning, and welcome to Dialing for Donuts.
Please, cookies with ice!
But not enough. Then man created cable.
Hey, welcome to the Instant Replay Movie Network, the network that plays your favorite films over and over again. I repeat, over and over again. If you miss a piece of a picture, hey, that's no problem. We'll play it again. I repeat, we'll play it again.
And lo, there were many choices.
Movies? Sure, we show movies. But smart cable subscribers make substantial savings at the No Frills Network, where we pass the savings on to you, the subscriber.
Though many look no better.
Smile! You found the whole movie network where we'll fly you to the forefront of this fantastic world. Well, sometimes our focus gets a little fuzzy.
And some worse.
Ha! This here's the Nuts and Bolt Network, the handyman's home for helpful hints. Like how you can make your cable box double as the garage door opener.
And man still sought entertainment.
Stand up and salute this whole station that signifies the software citizens of the United States of America. Stand for, sir!
A channel.
Reading newspapers that are centrally situated redemption centers and right away. Irritating station subscribers.
A station. A network.
How do so many guest stars get on and off Gilligan's Island? Find out on Cable's own Gilligan's Island Network.
A choice. A place where he could find the best entertainment. Finally, man found that place.
Haven't even heard about all the cool stuff in these stuff network and the championship wrestling network?
Because there's no place like HBO.
No place like HBO.
You're watching HBO, America's leading pay TV network.
The following feature has been rated PG by the Motion Picture Association of America. Parental guidance is suggested.
It's the 8th exciting season for cable's most successful sports series. Stay tuned for football's finest hour on Inside the NFL.
Once in a long while, a motion picture so eloquently expressive and technically exquisite comes along that one is tempted to hail it as being near perfect. Such a film is Gandhi. In a film epic that won 8 Academy Awards comes the story of a homespun Hindu who shook the British Empire. It is full of scenes that catch the emotions by surprise. A simple man of peace altered the fate of India, and the world would never be the same. The real devastating miracle of Gandhi is the overwhelming performance by Ben Kingsley.
I've traveled so far, and all I've done is come back home.
Martin Sheen, John Gielgud, Trevor Howard, Candice Bergen, and Ben Kingsley in a motion picture event we are proud to present. Gandhi. Tomorrow on HBO.
This line is not waiting for let's make a deal. They're eagerly awaiting to be shot at.
Provocative. On target. Extinguished and able to get the news even under fire.
Hey, what are you doing in here? Get out of here, you media slut.
Who are these guys?
Look, we have the right to go anywhere we want. We are the investigators.
The investigators, crusading reporters of the air.
We're on the street and on the screen.
The Investigators, Sunday on HBO.
I'm Dan Ingram.
And I'm Joyce Gordon, here to tell you about a special edition of Coming Attractions.
Featuring movies made especially for HBO that will premiere in the months ahead.
From political dramas that mirror today's headlines.
And gritty tales of urban crime.
To a pair of love stories that will haunt you and enchant you.
We'll take you behind the scenes to meet the stars.
And you'll get an inside look at our distinctive style of filmmaking.
Join us for HBO premiere films Coming Attractions. Monday.
They landed on Earth 25 years ago, and no one knew they existed. Not until the terror started.
They started following me. I'd come home at night. It felt like people had been in my house. It was like they were playing a game with me.
No one knew how to stop them. No one knew if they could be stopped.
Now they want Elizabeth too.
Once the terror begins, no one can stop. The strange invaders, except maybe you. Tonight on HBO.
On the stage of London's Royal Albert Hall, one of rock's greatest duos reunites for the first time in 10 years for an event that will make music history.
It's good to be back. Little Susie, wake up. Wake up, little Susie, wake up. Here he comes, that scary clown.
After a decade apart, they're together again to sing their timeless hits in a triumphant performance.
Dream, dream, dream.
And an HBO exclusive. The Everly Brothers Reunion Concert, Monday.
Attorney Frank Galvin, strictly small time and hardly ever sober. He's a client's nightmare who has one last chance.
I got you a good case. It's a moneymaker.
They gave her the wrong anesthetic. They turned the girl into a vegetable. They killed her and a kid, and you caught him.
What would you and your client take right now, this very minute, to walk out of here and let this damn thing drop?
My client can't walk, Your Honor.
This man's scared to death to go to court. We only have to call his bluff.
I'm going to do the best that I can for you and your sister.
I gotta find out from the other side that they offered $200,000.
Wouldn't turn down the offer if I thought I couldn't win the case.
Nominated for 5 Academy Awards.
I had a witness disappear on me.
Paul Newman in the most inspired role of his career.
Your Honor, with all due respect, if you're going to try my case for me, I wish you wouldn't lose it. I have no sympathy for you.
Have you reached a verdict?
The verdict comes in Monday on HBO.
You're watching HBO, America's leading pay TV network.
Who said pro football is a team sport? Dan Marino launched 5 touchdown passes in the Dolphins' easy win over the shell-shocked Redskins. Mark Gastineau registered 4 sacks against the Colts, a just cause for celebration. Well, sort of. When Andrews went down, Gerald Riggs stepped in, and 202 yards later, Atlanta had a big win over the Saints. And Phil Simms threw for 409 yards and 4 touchdowns as the Giants outlasted the Eagles. With heroics like that, it's no wonder today's individual stars command such high salaries. Nick and I were born just a little bit too early.